Folks, you all read the title right. The United Nations has got quite the plan for Revelation chapter 13. And folks, let me just tell you this. You cannot make this stuff up. What is the name of the plan? Holy smokes, let's switch over. I'm going to show you a picture of this. I'm going to actually show you the document, and it is absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it too. Pretty amazing. This is a report called Our Common Agenda. Now, the person that wrote this is the UN Secretary General, Guterres, and some of the stuff that he says he wants to do in this report is absolutely unbelievable. When you think about the things that he is talking about, ladies and gentlemen, make absolutely no mistake about it. We are literally talking about the formation of the world that leads us to the Antichrist. Let's talk about some of the things that he writes in this report, and I'll go back and leave it kind of stuck to the page that actually shows sort of the outline of what he had put out, but it's absolutely unbelievable. I'll leave it on one of these pages here so that you guys can see this, but let's just get right down to it. This is unbelievable. It says here that these are the things that he proposes to do. He entitles the document, as you have already seen, Our Common Agenda, and he calls for the following things. The first thing he calls for is a UN-led New World Order. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he actually talks about this. A New World Order that is specifically led by the UN. By the way, we all know that the UN is controlled by none other than what? The European Union. Yes, yes, yes. And isn't it amazing that they have said in this document that they are calling for what they say is a new agenda for peace? And ladies and gentlemen, where does that peace start? They want it to start in the Middle East. Isn't it interesting that the tribulation actually starts when the Antichrist actually makes strong the covenant that we read about in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27? He's also calling for a new financial system. What does he mean by a new financial system? Oh, you're going to love this, ladies and gentlemen. A digital one world currency that allows the tracking of all buying and selling. No joke. That's what they want. Oh, yes. And here's another one. You know the mandates that we're struggling with here in the United States? The one that says if you make a certain personal health decision that is unlike what they want for you to do? Yes, we're talking about you know what I'm talking about? These folks are saying you got to do this globally. They want to mandate every nation on earth to obey the world government. That's exactly what they want to happen. This sounds like what? This sounds like the work of the Antichrist. Guterres also wants to strengthen what they call global governance. And this is what he wants to do it in the name of. He says he wants to strengthen global governance in our, quote, troubled climate change suffering world. Folks, we talked about this. I told you that they would be using climate change as their mechanism to be able to propel all of the things necessary to bring in a one world order. Literally, a government that is described in Revelation chapter 13. He wants a new, more relevant UN. The way he describes it is multilateralism with teeth. In other words, what he's saying when he says multilateralism with teeth is he basically says, I want the whole government, the whole world to stand together and not allow anybody to act unilaterally, any nation to act unilaterally. In other words, if you come against the one world government, you're done. You don't even have a chance. But this one is really good. This one is the one that just blows my mind. He wants world leaders to hold a global summit of the future. That's what he calls it, a global summit of the future in 2023. And you know what they want to do? He wants this summit to develop a study, to develop understanding on how to strengthen global governance. Basically, how to make a one world government more powerful. And to make sure global policies are being enforced. Folks, global policies are being enforced by limiting your interaction with your own money. I just did something on this on Monday where Biden is seeking to get the jump on this by limiting your ability to be able to manage your bank. Any amount over $600, he wants it to be reported to the government so that the government knows exactly what you're doing and so that they can, in essence, control what it is you do. Listen, if they can get away with the mandate to do something on your own body without you saying anything or objecting to it, then they can control everything else. What big deal is it to control your money if they can control your health? This is pretty unbelievable. Now, this one is even more funny. Hey, sorry about that, guys. The phone is ringing, but I'm going to hang that up right now. No big deal. But here's the thing that's even more funny. Catch this. I'm not going to disrupt this video because this video is too important to disrupt it with a phone. But catch this. Guterres called this new agenda for peace. That's what he calls this. This is his new agenda for peace. He is setting up the road for the man of peace, this so-called Antichrist that we know about who's coming. And the one that bothers me the most is the fact that he wants to get together with all the G20 people, every single one of them, and help them develop a whole new economy for the world. That's what we're facing, folks. That's the world that's coming. And as I said it before, our common agenda, this report, it's real. All the pages of this report are in. And I'm telling you guys, Jesus is coming soon. Pay attention to the signs. They're all here. Unbelievable when you see it. They're all here. Pay attention. God bless you guys.